got some cotton candy, and today is gonna be a different kind of video. Not that anyone cares or will notice, but we're just switching it up because we love to be different. So today I'm gonna be discussing the pros and the cons of online school, because I do online school. I don't go to public school. I did, but I don't anymore. So I'm going to be discussing the pros and cons in case anybody out there is like, I kind of want to do online school. Let me look into it. Here we go. I'm going to start with the cons first because I don't want to end the video on a bad note. So we're going to start it off on a bad note and then end with the pros. Let me just discuss my situation with school first in case anybody out there is like kind of curious or they care. You probably don't, but hey. So I went to public school up until the beginning of my sophomore year, and I did like 2 months of school during my sophomore year, and then in the beginning of November, I was like, nah, I'm done with this. I want to do online school. So I switched to online school. I had my own personal reasons for doing it. Everybody's reasons are different. My reasons were basically I disliked a lot of the stuff that happened at my old school. No hate to them. Don't want to get in trouble, but I disliked a lot of things that happened to that school. And also, like, I had mental shit to figure out. Like, mentally, I was not okay. So school made that worse for me. So to better my mental health, I switched to online school. So let's just fucking dive right into the fucking cons, shall we?
I think we friggin' shall.
The first con is less socializing. This one could be different for certain people. It's obviously factual that, like, if you're not going to public school and you're taking your classes at home, you're not going to be socializing as much because you're at fucking home, duh. Socializing is insanely important. Like, you need to learn how to interact with people. School helps with that, believe it or not. So because I don't go to school and I don't get that form of interaction with people, I need to get that socializing from somewhere else, you know? So for instance, that means I go out a lot more in the sense of going to the mall and shops and going to cafes and stuff to do my homework, but also to like be in a setting where there are a bunch of other people and stuff. Interacting with people is like not a life lesson, but like it low-key is. In order to be a fucking functioning adult, you need to learn how to problem solve and, I don't know, just shit that you learn in school. I don't fucking know. I did a horrible job of explaining that. I'm so sorry. Moving on, because I did a really bad job of explaining that one. The next con is no graduation. I don't get to go to a high school graduation. Granted, I'm gonna be getting a diploma. My school sends me my diploma through the mail, but it's kind of unfortunate that I'm not gonna get my own graduation. Like, I've been to my siblings and it's kind of fun. So it's a little bit disheartening that I won't be able to do that myself. I won't have that one day, like, for me to be graduating, but I mean, on the bright side, like, I'm graduating early, so it's not like a huge issue for me, but it's just kind of like, damn, that's rough. Next one is the fact that I see my friends a lot less. This one fucking sucks. Like, I got along with a lot of people in school, and I had a lot of mutuals and friends and shit there, but so the fact that I hardly ever see them now sucks ass, because they're always in school or doing their homework or extracurriculars or sports, whatever the fuck, so I hardly ever see them, which also plays into the socializing aspect. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I can still hang out with them on the weekends, and I still text them and FaceTime, whatever the fuck, but it's like a totally different experience when you're talking to them in person and seeing them on a daily basis. It's different, but next con is you have to keep yourself entertained when you do online school. This has been really difficult for me to learn, but holy shit. Because I'm no longer occupied with school and being there for 7 hours a day and stuff, I need to find ways to spend my time. So shit can get boring real fast. You need to find your own form of entertainment, and you need to find new hobbies and shit that makes you happy or that you like doing or whatever, because the days get long and sometimes lonely, but that's rare because I still talk to my friends and my family and I leave the house literally every day. but you need to really find ways to entertain yourself. You gotta find shit to do. That might have been super quick for the cons, but honestly, I was thinking for a solid 10 minutes about what cons I could list, and this was it. There's really not that many compared to the pros, in my opinion, but that could be completely different from somebody else's. Let's move on to the pros. Let's end this video on a happy note. First pro being, you can go at your own pace. I don't know if this goes on with every online school, but for mine, there's no due dates, so I can essentially do a shit ton of schoolwork in one day, or I can skip a day and not do any schoolwork. It's really good for me because I'm very lenient with my time, so I can kind of do it however the fuck I want, but I can go at my own pace. So if I want to move faster, or if I'm really good at one topic, I can get through it quicker and then get on to the next topic. I don't have to wait for the rest of the class to catch up as I would if I was in public school. That's one of the really, really, really good things about my online school, is I can just go however slow or fast I need. Another pro is you have way more free time, which could also be a con, as I was just saying, but for the most part, it's pretty good because I can literally do whatever I want, like whatever I want. I have so much free time. Also, online school teaches you so much independence. I've literally learned so much about myself and how to rely less on other people and take things into my own hands and take charge, which is really good because you need to be independent when you're an adult and in the real world. I hate when people say that, but it's valid in this situation. It teaches me a lot of independence, not only in the sense of learning I actually have to get schoolwork done. There's nobody pressuring me to do it, so I need to learn how to motivate myself and do that. It also teaches me independence in the sense of learning how to, yet again, as I said in the past, keep myself busy. It helped me learn a lot about myself, and during that free time and having to keep my brain occupied, I learned a lot about what I do like and what I don't like, and things that I actually enjoy doing that I didn't think that I would, and I found my love for certain hobbies like baking and filming videos and reading and writing, whatever the fuck. You learn a lot about yourself when it's basically just you and there's nobody else around you to be learning with, I guess. You learn a lot about yourself. There's obviously more pros, but this is the last one that I wrote down. Sleeping. My sleep schedule is kind of fucked up, but I like it this way. When you're doing online school, or at least for me because I don't have due dates or whatever, I can sleep in and stay up however late I want. If I want to sleep in until 2 p.m., I can do that. I don't do... sometimes I do that. My sleep schedule right now is I stay up until anywhere from 2 to 7 a.m., and then I sleep until 10 a.m. When I was in public school, your girl had to wake up at 5:45 to 6:45, and I made myself go to sleep anywhere between 11 and midnight, and I was miserable. Overall, I think making the switch to online school for me personally was one of the best decisions I've ever fucking made. It's made me so much happier. My mental state is so much better. If you're considering doing online school, totally look into it. Do a lot of research. You need to do a lot of research about the school that you're transferring to. Check around with people, read reviews, ask around, call the schools, ask as many freaking questions as you can, because it's super important